Here's Charles drawing this robot called Hexa. It's a real robot. You can actually buy one. It moves between light and dark to look after the plant. Here's our starting point. We're centering the ellipse and we're drawing all the way around. I'm going to slide down and draw a half an ellipse, but it's not going to come all the way to the sides. So draw almost half of the ellipse and then the sides in a little bit. I'm going to give you a measurement up. We're going to use the splat to measure from that center to a new center. All the way across there, put a dot or a cross, and that's a new center. So for this ellipse, it needs to be a little bit smaller. So not all the way across, mark off left and right, copy the shape of that ellipse, but bring it in a little bit. Only needs to be rough because we're going to cover it up with lots of plant leaves. Can you draw a line that's curved that just matches into both of those ellipses? We're going to replace the ellipse in the first one we drew and mark off at the top of that slot. That point's important. That's the new starting point. We're going to draw right and left splat lines, flip it upside down and match the left and right corners. 2 more lines to draw. Stop when it disappears behind the plant. That's where we're going to start our legs, in and in from the corner. On the other side, the same. Halfway along that line, put a dot, come in from each corner, so the legs are all the same length. Now I'm planning here, I'm drawing a line that's about 1 centimetre high, and make sure they're straight up into the air, or vertical. I only see a little bit of that one behind. Now it's time to join to the robot. So from the top of each of those, come down to a point about there and join to the robot. So remember, these are our planning lines, our thinking lines. Same to the other side. Connect all legs to the robot. Now we need to thicken them up a little bit. So I'm drawing a sausage shape. It's a half circle at the top and bottom, and cover those first ones. Cool. Do the same thing on the other side. Nice. Now we need to join to the body. So I'm going to thicken up that one with another sausage shape. You could come up with your own shaped legs for this too. Cool. In isometric drawing, the front is not straight towards you. It's in the direction of that arrow with the F. So I'm sketching a light line towards the front, and then I'm going to draw a Y on that line. That's going to be the eyes and senses. So we draw 3 little circles and then bring all of the lines towards the middle and colour it in black. Now I'm planning some light lines on where my leaves are going to go. Notice how they slope downwards a little bit, and draw some big old wide leaves on it. And it's okay if they overlap a little bit. Try not to make them look too perfect, because being a plant, no leaf is exactly like the other one. Come up a little bit more, and then draw one that overlaps the 2 leaves underneath it. As I come up a little bit higher, the leaves are more flat, and then finally they start to actually point up into the air. Some little ones to finish off with. Grab some colour and colour it evenly, and don't forget some dark on the edges. Really doesn't matter where you put it, it's just the light and dark green. It's called contrast. That last leaf was to make it look not quite so perfect. Use a grey pencil or an art marker if you've got one. I'm using a little bit dark underneath to make it look like it's in shadow. Helps it look a little bit roundy as well. Grab a lead pencil, a little bit of shading, and then smudge it. And that helps it look actually like it's a curved surface. It's based on a cylinder, I guess. Clean it up with an eraser. Now, this is an art line 0.6 that you can get from any shop. And I'm using that to make the lower level look darker. It also can look like a shadow too, either way. But how good does it look when you use what's called a cutting line? Draw a line around the outside of your object. All right, now that drawing's finished, what I'm doing here is a top view, and I've got to draw a hexagon. So I start with the splat leaning over with that bottom edge flat, and I draw 3 lines. Now I'm rotating it, and I'm lining up the little blip on the right to the end of the line and match it on the other side, and then there's 3 more lines to draw. Now we need to find the center of the hex. So if you reposition it and put a marker right there, bingo. That's the exact center of the hexagon. In other words, 6 sides. Use a really sharp HB pencil or a pin. I'm using a pen. As long as you keep the pens pushing in towards each other, you can use the splat to draw the round shape looking down on top of the robot. I'm planning where my 6 legs are going to come from. And I'm drawing the first part of the leg in. It looks like a rectangle, I guess. And I'm drawing a little knuckle around the outside and then a longer rectangle ending with a curve. Here's my eyes as seen from the top. I want to draw the inside of the plant. I mean, it's going to be covered, so it doesn't matter if it's rough. This is really tricky to do, and I make a mistake just there. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's going to be covered up by leaves anyway. So I'm starting from the center this time and working outwards. And make sure those leaves are kind of rough in shape and a bit uneven. A little colour. Don't forget your contrast, your darker shadow, and a green line right around the outside. Here's my pencil shading. Don't forget to smudge it around and clean up with an eraser. Here's my cutting line. Where the legs meet the body, I'm adding an extra knuckle. Here's my cutting line on the circular robot part. When I add this grey colour in here, I'm leaving a white stripe. That makes it look like a highlight with a light shining off it. And on the other side, I add a little bit darker. If you're using a grey pencil, just go a little bit darker right there. Underneath the knuckles as well, I put a little bit of shading. It all helps trick the eye to make it look like it's made out of lots of parts. Grab a rule, something straight, and that makes it look like a room. So you're seeing the corner of the room. To make a window, really easy. Just draw those 2 lines, slide and draw the front of the window, go up, top of the window. If you want it to look like you've got some thickness, that little line, bang, bang, and if you want some crossbars, there we go. Now, this little robot is going to have somewhere to lurk when it's not used. So we're drawing half an ellipse, a little bit of wall thickness, a little bit of shadow, and something with 4 eyes is lurking in the dark there. Let's put Fang, I'll call him, Fang's bowl. When you're designing, it's not about being able to make really great looking drawings. It's more that you can quickly draw shapes and get your ideas across to show other people and to help you think about your ideas and record what you've done. Here's a front view. We've got the plant overhanging the top. We need a ground line, and we're going to try drawing the legs. So I'm going to draw like a sausage up and then one coming down. So that's the leg up, leg down. There's a leg behind it, and we're just going to draw most of that in, and the little behind ones. And if you don't have pencils for shading, here's a trick. I'll just draw in those little knuckles on the knees. That's how you'd represent something that's black. And notice that I'm drawing a line down the leg, and I'm shading most of it and leaving that little white highlight. Bit of colour. Isometric is your 3D drawing. That's what we use the splat for. So what do you like, the top and front view, or do you prefer isometric? Here's your design challenge. Think about something that you'd like to be able to move itself around on 6 legs, like the Hexa, and have a go at drawing it, and then email in your drawings, and I would love to see them. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.